Welcome to On the Market, hottest markets in the United States, brought to you by Bigger Pockets and sponsored by Fundrise. And in this episode, guys, we are in hot-ass Phoenix, Arizona at my office at Keighley. We're gonna talk stats, we're gonna talk to a local agent, and we're gonna tell you why this market is just so special. Let's get out of here.
Might as well forget it. It's finished. Drill it. Can't fit in me.
So not only is the weather hot in Arizona, we also have one of the most incredible real estate markets. We have a median home price of $470,000. That's up 22% year over year from last year. Our rents have appreciated 25%. In fact, they've renamed Arizona Silicon Desert. And why is that? Because of our jobs. The main primary sector of where our jobs are coming from is tech. We also have massive expansion in healthcare and construction. Now, where is everybody coming from? Well, number one, guys, Los Angeles. You guessed it, Californians have been coming here in droves. And the reason is they can sell their high-priced homes and live very affordably here in Phoenix, Arizona. In addition, people have been coming up from stinky Tucson, and three, they've been coming from Asia. Yes, you guessed it right, guys. Asia. Who would have ever thought that our third population influx is coming from Asia, and then fourth, the Midwest, like Chicago. Guys, Arizona has been attracting so many people, and I'm talking to one of Arizona's finest, most incredible real estate agents and the co-star of Triple Digit Flip with me, Laura Morby, and we're gonna find out exactly what she's been hearing from clients as to why Phoenix, Arizona is just such a special place to live. I'm sitting here in Phoenix, Arizona with one of my best friends, Laura Morby. She's not only one of my best friends, I'm also the godfather of her children, and she's my co-star on Triple Digit Flip, so we are highly connected. But in addition to that, you are one of the most talented realtors in all of Phoenix, Arizona.
Oh, thank you.
Top 0.5%.
Yes, thanks to working in the investor world, which is huge. I love that I'm able to use my license and rank and be successful and not necessarily work with retail buyers and sellers all the time, but to more cater to you and your world, which is awesome.
It's kind of that unicorn market, right? Because oftentimes what you'll find is that, you know, in places like Los Angeles where appreciation is the main game,
yes,
you can fix and flip there, but at the same time, like you're overpaying for every piece of product that you're buying. Yeah. It's really tough to get into the market over there. Mm-hmm. But here in Phoenix, we got fix and flip. Like you had mentioned, we've got rentals, short-term rentals, long-term rentals. All of these actually pencil out,
yes,
right? And so, for instance, because we've got the very landlord-friendly laws, mm-hmm, we've got very relaxed taxation,
yes,
you attract a ton of investor activity.
Absolutely,
so
yes.
Are you saying mainly fix and flip has been, because construction is one of our main industries, fix and flip has been like where people have been focusing more on, or is it buying, fixing, and holding?
Fix and flip always, in
yes,
my opinion, because you can fix and flip in any market. Seller's market, buyer's market, there's money to be made all the time if you know what you're doing.
Right.
And then how you're buying properties, oh my gosh, foreclosure sales, short sales, wholesale deals, like there's so many ways to get into the game, and there is a lower cost of entry compared to California, which is nice. But I've actually noticed a huge upswing in a ton of investors coming to me and asking for a short-term rental, which is really
right,
interesting because they perform really well here. We're always sunshiny, and even when it's hot, you have a pool. Getting a pool at a short-term rental here, you'll have the thing booked year round.
With the LA buyer, with the Midwest buyer coming out of Chicago, they're coming cash heavy.
Yes.
How are you seeing locals being able to compete against that?
It's hard. It really is. I mean, I don't want to do sunshine and roses. It is hard to compete when you're an actual homeowner who's looking for a place for yourself to move into your next house, or to when your family's growing. It is hard because you can't compete with a cash buyer. You and I know we like our fix and flips to kind of go to families or to an owner occupant.
Right.
But when you get a really juicy cash offer, it's really hard to say no.
Right.
Yeah, we have seen a bit of an inventory go up. So right now, as of today, right before I came, we have 10,421 active or coming soon listings here, which is great, but it's still not great. No, it's still not enough.
So this whole concept that let's just wait for the market to crash, let's just wait for inventory to balloon, and hopefully prices will depress. Do you think that's a realistic approach?
I think, and I've gotten in trouble for saying this, but I'm going to say it again. And of course, this is a bigger audience. So I think that the only way that you won't win and that you won't make money as an investor is if you don't play. And people ripped me apart when I said that because they were like, how can you say that? Like, you need to be smart on when you're choosing to invest in the market. But think about it. It is true. If you sit on the sidelines and you just don't participate and you're waiting until it crashes, you're waiting until the bubble bursts, you're going to be sitting on the sidelines for forever. There's people that make money in a recession. There's people who make money on the downturn. There's people who made tons of money. I'm talking life-changing money. I'm talking multi-generational life-changing money for their family. And they started investing in the recession.
Right. So, I mean, I'm one of them.
Yeah, there you go.
So I've seen that. Especially in the investment space.
Yeah.
If you stick to the fundamentals of underwriting and really looking for opportunity and staying true to valuating property correctly and understanding how things are appraised, right? If you stay true to those fundamentals, the investing fundamentals that they teach at Bigger Pockets, you could absolutely crush this. Now, I know I made a little dig at Tucson, and I apologize, guys. I absolutely adore Tucson, so no mean comments to me about Tucson. I absolutely love it. But I find it interesting that number one, we have Los Angeles, right? And number two is Tucson.
I know. You actually, we were forgetting what number two was because that's so strange to us.
It's so strange that you've got migration from Arizona's second largest city to Arizona's largest city, right? So from Tucson to Phoenix. What's that dynamic? How is that happening?
I think more opportunity and more jobs because we see so many large companies coming to Phoenix. I think it's just something to where, I mean, eventually someday I think that Phoenix and Tucson will become one. It'll become one massive city. I like that. Futon. P-H-O. Yeah, I love that. Yes. I love that. That's beautiful.
Move to Futon.
Yeah, I love that.
The third largest segment of buyers. Asia.
Yeah.
Again, blew my mind. Like, I've been doing this segment for Bigger Pockets in different cities, and Asia has not popped up in a single one of them. Are the Asian buyers coming and living, or are they parking their money here?
I believe it's both, but I think we'd be surprised at how many people are actually occupying the properties.
Really?
Yeah.
So they're coming and living here.
I think it's both.
Oh, it's both. Okay. Because I know that happened a lot in New York.
Yeah, it's a good place to put your money, right?
Right. Yes. Investors from Asia were buying properties in New York. They were parking their money there, but then of late become very vocal about all these empty units in New York City when rents are spiking
and
nobody's living there, right? Are we seeing that trend find its way over here to Phoenix, Arizona?
We haven't seen it yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if we do become a place where people just park their cash.
Got it.
Isn't that fascinating?
It's fascinating. And it's a little scary, honestly, because it makes us feel like we don't have control in the country of like our own housing situation, you know? And when you see rents going up 22%, I mean, that's a lot. Wages have not increased 22%. No. And so how does the average American afford to live? That's
a really good point because right now, so you can look at some statistics to figure out like what people are actually, what can they afford? So the average household right now can afford about $2,800 a month in a housing payment. And that is if they make $120,000 a year.
Wow.
And that's crazy. So
what's the average income here in Arizona?
Oh my gosh, it's 60-something thousand.
So you need two people making $60-something thousand, getting together and having a household income of about 130 grand.
Yep.
And they're just making it. They're just affording it.
Just barely.
Wow.
Yeah. And then you think about all the other people that are either a single earner home or a single person, like their purchasing power is almost not there. And so we always talk about the health of a market. Like when you price out your first time home buyer, then you're in a problem. And I think we actually priced out a lot of first time home buyers last year.
Are you seeing first time home buyers begin to pivot? Because I know that the whole model of buying from wholesalers and doing some of the work yourself and then moving into that property, it's becoming a more viable, actually the only viable option for a lot of primary homeowners.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's like people are are having to move into the investor world more out of necessity. Because if you're looking on the retail market, there sometimes just isn't anything for you to find.
Right.
And very often when I'm working with buyers where it seems impossible or they're settling, and I'm talking like really settling, like they're a family and they're getting one bathroom, then we're talking like, hey, let me help you. And I'm going to somebody like you who's an excellent resource through Keegley, and I'm saying, I need to find some properties through you that are off market, that are a better price. And then having these conversations with the buyer, like, hey, you're gonna have to put in some money, you're gonna have to put in some sweat equity. It's worth it for these people.
Right.
Yes.
If somebody is watching this right now and they're thinking about investing in Phoenix, Arizona, I highly recommend working with Laura Morby. We do at least, we do dozens of transactions together. You're my listing agent on all of our flips. I mean, we not only double down behind her, but we truly believe in your service. How should the Bigger Pockets community reach out to you? Because I know you got a young baby, but like you are the most, I've literally watched her show a house, baby in hand, toddler in hand, and be able to juggle it all.
Yeah.
The Bigger Pockets community is going to adore you and they're going to want to work with you. How would we reach out to you?
So you can reach out to me on Instagram, Laura Morby. I also have lauramorby.com, which has a really cool feature to put in your address to find out how much your home is worth. We can also help people all over the nation. So we do have like a whole team of people who we can connect with you. So if you're not in Arizona and you want to buy somewhere else, you can still reach out.
And you've got access to wholesale deals across the country as well, right?
100% through you.
Well, I mean,
You're my number one
you
source.
curate them and
Yes.
you actually look at what's an opportunity and what would make sense for specific buyers.
Absolutely. Yep.
So-
We were just looking at one in Colorado like an hour ago.
Right. So again, I want to plug Laura. If you are looking for an opportunity, regardless of what state it's in, could be in Arizona, could be in Colorado, she has access nationwide to our entire database and gets the VIP list. So she sees every great opportunity. So guys, if you're looking for a deal anywhere in the country, you want to reach out to Laura because she can help you find that deal. She acts as an investor, she acts as an agent, and she's ready to do business with you guys. So make sure you reach out. Any parting words for somebody who's sitting on the sidelines right now, wondering whether or not they should get involved in real estate and take the leap to invest?
Regardless of what's happening to the market, regardless of what splashy headlines you're seeing, this is so much fun. It is really fun, right?
It's so fun.
And it's also emotionally fulfilling when you get to help distressed sellers and you get to help people increase, some cash coming into their family each month that they don't have to go exchange their time for. That's huge. And so if you're interested in, or you're thinking about it, or you keep watching videos, I always say, Nike, just do it. Just get in there and do it. If you're not comfortable with your underwriting skills, with your numbers, team up with someone like you or me, ask questions. We love to help. You helped us so much in the beginning. We were a great resource for double, triple checking our numbers that we were making a good buy.
Thanks so much.
Yeah,
Thanks
and I'm
so
on
much.
Bigger Pockets now too because of you.
She's on Bigger Pockets, guys.
Hey,
So we're gonna go have some chicken wings.
I can't wait. Let's go. I'm hungry.
Are you in?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, let's get it. Chicken wings. Chicken wings. You guys are my favorite chicken wing in America. I'm gonna actually say some pretty nice things about you, just so you know. We are here at Native Grill in Phoenix, Arizona. I already know that the wings are a 15 out of 15 because I literally ate this restaurant every day for an entire year, including Christmas. I lived here by myself, my family hadn't moved here yet, and my friends all worked at this restaurant that I stumbled into because it was around the corner from where I lived. So if you guys are ever in Phoenix, come and eat this deliciousness. Right here is this beautiful salt. Look at the size of that thing. Like, it's perfect. It's so perfectly dusted. It's gonna find its way into ranch, and then it's gonna find its way into my belly. In addition, we've been having a lot of people coming from, what was number 2? Oh, it was all one shot. What was number 2?
Number 2 is,
Dang it.
sorry.
Tucson. Why would I, how could I ever remember Tucson?
I mean, it's weird that they're coming from
I know.